What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. I'm losing my voice, so I'm sorry about that, but I want to get this information out to you folks. I'm going to talk about maximizing your space when it comes to container gardening. Container gardening is one of the best ways to grow, and we will always grow in containers. We're blessed with 7 acres. We have plenty of space outside to grow some food. However, container gardening has its own specific benefits. I'm not going to cover those in this video, but I want you folks to diversify your grow folio. That's right, diversify your grow folio. Now, if you grow in containers and things are not going well, you've still got some stuff outside, hopefully. And the other way around, if you have stuff going outside and maybe you're having issues with pests or whatever, you've still got your containers and hopefully they're going strong for you, growing strong. All right, so whether you live in a rural, a suburban, or an urban area, if you're gardening, if you're homesteading, it's very important to maximize your space. Now, you might have things crowded, too crowded in your containers. And I understand there's some things to be concerned about. Fighting for nutrients, fighting for space, fighting for sunlight, all understandable. For the most part, I have learned that you can absolutely grow by crowding stuff in successfully, as long as you have lots of nutrients for your plants. If they have plenty of nutrients and they're not competing for the sun, your stuff can thrive, I'm telling you. So here's a great tip for you folks. On your stuff that's larger, you want to plant some stuff in the bottom that's kind of like an understory, perhaps that word applies. You want to grow things that are not going to compete for sunlight, they're not going to compete for nutrients, and preferably short-lived things. Now, look here. I have this Sugar Daddy Snap Pea plant. It's growing in this container with Meer lemons, okay? A Meer lemon tree, rather. Now, multiple benefits. Now, this is going to give the Sugar Daddy Snap Pea some shade, okay, which might be good for them, especially when I get this outside and it's real hot. It's going to give them shade. It's also going to act as like a trellis or for something for these to climb up. And that's amazing, folks. I'm maximizing my use. I recommend some ideas to grow in your containers alongside your larger plants and perhaps your long-lived plants would be salad greens, radishes, and different peas and beans, okay? Now, radishes, they're great because they're one of the fastest growing plants and they produce very quickly and they can be harvested quickly. So you don't have to worry about them competing, okay? They're only there for a short time, and you can maximize your space. Now, we've got other little plants here, okay, growing in here. All right. Now, our 7-year-old son, our older son, he's been doing a great job running this nursery. It's his nursery, and he's been doing an amazing job, okay? So I don't know if he planted these here or if they're just volunteer plants that popped up, but that's okay. I want them to grow because we'll see what they are. If I want to transplant them or take them out, move them elsewhere, I can. I'm not that concerned about roots. We have some exposed roots when I transplanted these and the tree is fine. As the level sinks, I'll add some more soil to cover those up. But plant. Maximize your space. You could always thin plants, get rid of them. And another benefit is as these grow, especially when they're getting lots of sunlight, natural sunlight, outside naturally, obviously. When these plants, when they photosynthesize, they're actually sending root exudates and sugars and nutrients into the soil. So as these other plants around this Meer lemon tree grow, they're actually going to help the Meer lemon tree by providing it food and arguably more importantly, feeding the microbiology in the soil, which will in turn feed the Meer lemon tree. Now, those Meer lemon roots, they go down very far. These roots, these Sugar Daddy Snap Peas, very shallow. So there's not much competition, if any competition at all. They're going to release those root exudates and benefit the soil microbiology, which in turn, they will make more of the nutrients in the soil bioavailable for the larger plants, okay? Get your salad greens growing, get your fast stuff growing, your microgreens, your radishes, your peas and your beans growing in your containers, okay? And some of them will climb right up, which is amazing. You don't have to buy a trellis. You don't have to buy anything for them to climb up. You're just working with nature and just letting things work out naturally. I hope you folks found value in this video. I hope you're gonna go to all your containers and wherever possible, pack those plants in. Don't operate from fear and scarcity. Try it. One of the best things about gardening is trial and error, experimenting, if you will, if that word applies. Trying things and see what goes well for you, see what grows well for you. And if it doesn't, you try something else. Have fun with the process. If you like these tips, please let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe, because I'm going to have lots and lots of different gardening tips for beginner, intermediate, and advanced gardeners and homesteaders alike. Now, some of these tips will be good for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Some will be more specific to certain levels of skill and knowledge when it comes to gardening, okay? Please subscribe, like, get involved in the comments below. Happy growing, everybody.